every single one of us has inherited a legacy. We are all standing on the shoulders of those who stood before us. A legacy can be a gift that drives us forward as we use it to bless the lives of those around us.
Dr. King, you are the daughter of Reverend A.D. King and the niece of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. What a magnificent legacy, and you stand on the shoulders of these fantastic visionaries. And with that comes expectations and responsibilities, I would imagine. So my question for you is, how does that legacy inform your faith and the work that you do?
Legacy is so important, and sometimes we forget our legacy or maybe never even understand it. And I'll say people our age, and that doesn't mean we're ancient or old.
Thank you. No.
But we grew up at a time perhaps when there was not the social media and all of this and the disengagement from our communities with technology. And so if I want to remember what my uncle, Martin Luther King Jr. said, I'll have to go get a book or listen to a recording perhaps, or I'll see those pictures. But I remember him as a real person. I remember my parents as real people. My mother's still living. So it's important. I was reading in Deuteronomy, generation by generation. Whatever the legacy has to be, in our family, and the King family legacy is faith, hope, and love, and forgiveness. We have to just take that message and continue to share it here on this planet in every decade now, and definitely in every generation.
Absolutely, that's beautiful. And it's wonderful that you can really trace that legacy. That's wonderful. Not everybody has that gift. It's a gift.
Yes, it
and that
is.
opportunity. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you created the U.S. Council for Sports Chaplaincy.
Yes.
What motivated you to take that step?
I was one of them. And as an Olympian, I knew what it meant to be a Christian and have no one to pray for you. No one to come in and say, I'm a chaplain. Is there anything I can do for you? I was the one on the team that everybody was coming to at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, like, I'm so scared, or I just did this is, or my leg hurts. I was like, well, where's the chaplain? Is there anybody that can help us? And I realized when I was called into chaplaincy in 1988 as a part of the Seoul, Korea Olympic chaplaincy team. One of two women out of 27 people, the other were 25 men that didn't think that we should even be there. and yet and still, I was the only Olympian that was on that team. And I realized, wait a minute, who better knows how to minister to Olympians than Olympians? And so the Lord later on gave me the vision to he was raising up the people that he wanted me to train them academically in theology, how to be, how to do pastoral care, and how to be chaplains to their own, because they knew the culture of the Olympics.
Right.
And so that's what started that whole vision.
Reverend Doyle,
Yes.
tell me about She Leads America.
Well, in 2019, as I was looking around me, I was thinking, where's the voices of Christian women in this country? And for the last 20 years previously, I'd been traveling all over the world, mobilizing Christian women globally from all different denominations, all different backgrounds, about 60 different nations, to reach their nations with the love of God. And He loves us. He loves the world. He wants to heal. He wants to set people free. He wants to give them the grace to forgive. That's what He wants to do. There are women in every state who needs to be recognized, because what happens is when you're honored, you're validated. When you're validated, you have courage to speak up. You're no longer alone. And so that's what She Leads is.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine.
using your legacy now? Will you go forth and be a positive influence upon the world? How will you love beyond your legacy? May God bless you.